Bee venom therapy is an ancient healing practice that uses the sting of a live bee to activate the body's own ability to heal. Used for thousands of years in Egypt, Greece, and China, it's now gaining renewed interest in alternative medicine for its ability to support the body in resolving inflammation, chronic pain, and autoimmune conditions. A live bee is placed intuitively on the body and instinctively stings, injecting a therapeutic dose of venom into the body. This triggers immune, inflammatory, and neurological responses that aim to regulate pain, restore immune balance, and support healing, where the symptom is the cure. Here in Australia, there are no regulations regarding the practice clinically. Bee venom cannot be put into a TGA-approved box because of its naturally occurring compositions and the inability to recreate the components within a test tube, so it's completely decentralized. Therefore, people are able to empower themselves by using and treating intuitively, taking radical responsibility of their own health, sitting with their relationship with discomfort, and trust in the body's ability to heal itself. I'm here with my beautiful and very talented friend, Sasha,
Hi.
who administers with bee venom therapy. You became allergic to bee venom while you were working with the bees. Can you tell me more about that journey?
In my third year of keeping bees in boxes, is what it is, I developed, after the continual input of bee venom, an anaphylactic shock reaction to bee venom. I've been training and practicing with it for now a year and a half and cured my allergy.
What is bee venom therapy?
It's the medicinal administration of bee venom according to the ailment that an individual might have. And it's very different to the dose that you may get out in nature if you're accidentally getting stung by bees. And there's two aspects to it, and they're both really important to understand.
What is the difference between being stung in the wild versus in this intentional setting?
So we have nature's dose, and then we have the medicinal dose. Nature's dose is the alchemical dose that a bee can provide to you, and it will usually always be intentional, especially if you're working with the hive. It'll come as a warning, usually to the head kind of vital areas that the human needs, because the bees really know. There's also a homeopathic dose that the bees can provide you as a warning, and they'll brush your skin if you're working with the hive, and you'll know to either step back. But it's basically the language between the human and the hive. So when you separate the bee from the whole existing colony of the hive and take it into an isolated kind of environment, you're creating a very different dialogue between the bee and the human, and it's one of the medicinal dose that human minds can kind of put onto the understanding of even the compositions in bee venom. One of the biggest proteins is melatonin. That'll shape the way you then relate to venom as medicine rather than venom as a warning.
So what are some of the reasons why people would get bee venom therapy?
I think people in the chronic illness kind of sector who call out for this kind of medicine, and it's kind of up and rising in that whole chronic illness and mass isolation within the body. The reason why usually bee venom therapy will be the last possible resort that someone in that chronic state will take to.
So you take the bees from the hive and then you carry them in a beautiful box and then you administer the venom with the live bee, and then what happens to the bee?
So in the process of bee venom therapy, yes, the bee dies, and it's not in any contrast to the pollination industry that has crazy mass production of bees and not really an appropriate diet for them, and so they're dying in mass ways. So there's different industries and different approaches to keeping bees in boxes.
Would you get bee venom therapy?